I am Demi, a friend of Sheldon. In the words of St. Paul to the Corinthians, he says, "You have run the race, you have fought the good fight, and now the prize of victory is waiting for you." Prosecutor Sheldon fought a good fight. He ran the race. He fought up to the very end. But, true to his motto, I am third. First God, second others. He hit the call of God. Because probably God needs more angels in heaven. And Prosecutor Sheldon is high on the list. Especially now at this very trying moment where we face pandemic, we need prayer warriors. And we are so fortunate. Sheldon joined the angels in heaven to pray for us. So I look at Sheldon not as a loss, but as a gain. A gain to all of us, to his family, to his friends, to his colleagues. He served well as a lawyer, and I am a witness of that. Prosecutor Sheldon is my lawyer. He stood with us, fought with us. Our battle is his battle. That's how he is as a lawyer, a very professional lawyer. To his family, many times outside the courtroom, nagkakapihan kami, he always tells us, may kwento about his family, how close they are, and how he loves his parents, Jerry. So, Sheldon is really a man for others. Today, tonight, we celebrate the happy life, the very precious life, a selfless life of Prosecutor Sheldon Singson. To begin with, we will listen to the eulogy of Provincial Prosecutor Pina de la Rosa.
Sabi mo din ni Sir, naging kliyente daw po siya ni Fiscal Sheldon. Ang gusto ko sana tanong kung nabayad siya ng tolis. Kahit pamanok?
Ayaw yun.
Pwede ko kami. Kung pinunta ko lang po sa akin kahapon kay Ma'am Jen, Ma'am Jen, ano meron na lakas? Kasi ngayon ako sa akin. Pero makakaya mag-eulogy ako. Si Sheldon kasi, naging fiscal din namin sa Isabela at saka sa City of Ilagan. Pero he chose Ilagan. Ang ginagawa ko, sinad ko kasi ito kay Jen para kasahin niya na i-connect niya kasi baka mamaya makasubok ng perjury. Okay na. Excited pa. Bahala na daw po. Ang tinitle ko dito for Sheldon, a dear friend. The first time I saw Jen's message that Sheldon has left his last, I was heartbroken. What a day to start the month, September 1. Sheldon and I have a love language. Sorry, Jen. Hindi alam ni Jen ako ex ni Sheldon. Pero hindi siya sinusuportahan yung bata, hindi ka Sheldon. Ang love language namin ni Sheldon, we don't need to talk. Our eyes often meet and we already understand each other. Titingnan lang namin, wala na. Yun ang love language namin. Para may social distancing. He always smiles, and when he looks at people, whoever they are, he smiles. At hindi katulad ni Pastor, short message lang po ito. Dami na pa akong agent kanina, hindi pa po siya tapos. When I found out that Sheldon was diagnosed with cancer, I smiled. Kasi piskal siya eh. Matagal mamatay ang mga piskal. Kaya nga nag-piskal ako. Sabi ko, kaya niya yun. But when his health was not taking the treatments anymore, naalala ko na mabait siya eh. Matino. Yung pala, siya yung exception. Diba siya namatay, buhay pa kami. Kaya sinabi ni Jen kahapon, Bibi, ay mga fiscal mo ba mababait ka? Ay hindi, kasama kami. Kasi takot kami sumunod. I have high respect with the Singson family, but Sheldon was one of the finest and exceptional breed. Manong, you raised Sheldon well. He was a kind man, a consistent gentleman, a very humble man. Jen and si Jen naman, at saka si Sheldon, when I told Sheldon about this one, sabi ko, Jen, you know why I like you both? Because it's like kindness, meeting kindness. That's the greatest thing. Tapos nagtaka siya. Hindi ko naman pinapakita kung paano ko sila tulungan. Bigla na lang diba tumatawag ng blood bank, bigla tumatawag ang Red Cross, pati police, pati si Dr. Pablos. Hanap ko kailangan doktor. Kasi sabi ko, magbibigay ba kayo ng dugo o sasaktinaan ko pa kayo? Pinakapuno nagbigay lahat sila ng dugo, sobra pa. Hindi ko po na-require ang dugo ng piskal. Kita niyo po, buhay pa kami. Kawawa ako si Sheldon. Sabi ko na lang, na-receive ko yung text ni Jen. Nawala na si Sheldon. Nagdasal ako. Sabi ko sa Diyos, take care of Sheldon. Because on this earth, he was really the best.
So I think he joined our office 2017. He had a share of adjustments. Well, any new prosecutor will really adjust to our office. It's a very challenging office. The fiscal's office of the city of Eulogy. But Sheldon was not afraid of sharing his difficulties. He was always telling or relating to us his challenges, the lessons that he learned from trial, from investigation. I remember we had several times sitting down together and we were talking about how we should have done things in court, or how we should do things in the future when we do trial. So he was that person, even though he was new, he was always wanting to improve his trade. He wanted to learn everything that he could learn so that he will become a very effective prosecutor. So he loved his job, even though he had so many challenges. And PJ and Fiscal Hipólito know that. But one thing is sure, there was a time when Fiscal Sheldon already adjusted. So despite the difficulties and the challenges, he was already adjusted as early as, I think, 2018, Jay. And so it was more of a satisfaction with the work. It was more of I think fulfillment with the job. So we were very happy that he was already adjusted as early as 2018. Sometimes I even advise him because he was a very good man. To put it right, he was an upright person. Sometimes I tell him, oh Sheldon, you have to be sometimes like a bad ass. You have to cut off, what do you call this, clients who are talking too much, who are very aggressive. So, but you know, Sheldon has a different way of doing things. He goes beyond what is expected of a prosecutor. Sometimes he told me about a case where he said, I did this, and it was actually beyond the expected, and he was very happy because of the results. It was some sort of an accomplishment for him. He was very proud of what he did. And we know that, Jay, and we were very happy, we were very proud of him. So, kami kasi we are the witness of the goodness of Fiscal Sheldon. And so sometimes we question, bakit ganun na nangyari sa kanya? Why was he Why did he experience a very painful illness? But now we understand. We understand that we cannot question. I think he would be happier if we understand or digest everything that happened to him in accordance with God's will, in accordance with God's words. Because, well, according to him, God is always first, and others come next, and it's third. Right? So, Brother Sheldon, we are very proud of you. Goodbye, and we always cherish you.
Si Sir Sheldon, kahit na nung nag-umpisa siya sa office, nakita niya ako. Dati na po kasi kami magkakilala. Bata pa lang kami pag pumupunta kami kay Tita Emma, namamasyal. Sila po kalaro namin. Tapos nung nag-law school po ako, naging kaklase ko po siya sa San Sebastian. Tapos nung nag-assign po siya sa prosecutor's office sa Italia, nagkagulatan po kami kasi nagkita na naman po kami doon. Tawag ko po sa kanya noon, Sir Sheldon. Tapos sabi niya sa akin, huwag mo kang tawagin, Sir Sheldon na lang. Kasi sabi niya, friends tayong dalawa. Pero sa dictate po ng trabaho, Sir pa rin po yung tawag ko sa kanya. Pero hindi po naging hadlang yun, yung staff ko po, tapos prosecutor siya, na maging close kaming dalawa. Ang routine po kasi namin tuwing papasok siya ng office, nadaan siya sa akin, mag-uusap kaming dalawa, magkukwentuhan. O kaya po after ng hearing niya, pupunta siya sa akin, pagkukwentuhan kaming dalawa tungkol sa case na hawak niya. Minsan po tungkol na din sa buhay-buhay. Kay Ma'am Jen, sa mami niya, sa family niya. Napag-uusapan po namin. Pati yung desire namin dalawa na magkaroon ng anak. Sa lahat po na pag-uusapin, sabi nga po niya sa akin, I consider you one of my closest friends. Sabi niya gano'n. So, lahat po, talagang open kaming dalawa. Nagkapensuhan kami. Kaya nung nauna po kasi akong nag-rest sa office, kasi po, nalaman niya buntis ako noon, tuwang-tuwa po siya. Nakita ko po yung genuineness, yung sincerity, ng happiness mo para sa akin kasi matagal ko na po desire na magkaanak. Tapos nung nalaman po niya na kailangan ko mag-bed rest, sila ni Ma'am Jen laging kinakamusta ako. Kamusta yung baby? Ang tawag na po na baby namin. Nakikibaby po sila sa baby ko. So baby namin po ang tawag nila. Tapos nung nalaman din po nilang na-hospital ako, na premature. Tapos po, nalaman nila na nawala din yung baby ko. Sila din po agad yung nagdumamay sa akin. Nalalaman, na-feel nila yung parang sila din nawalan ng anak. Kaya sabi ko nga po kay Ma'am Sylvia, tama po yung sabi niya sa akin na hindi po maiintindihan ng ibang tao yung pain ng nararamdaman na nawalan kung hindi din po kayo mismo nakaranas mo. So sabi ko kay Ma'am Sylvia, sa umpisa lang po, mahirap. Ang hirap tanggapin, ang hirap intindihin, ang daming question. Pero habang nag-move on po tayo, naaalala natin, purong magagandang memories na hindi na po yung pain, hindi na po yung bakit, hindi na yung mga question na bakit siya pa, bakit hindi iba, ang daming masasamang tao dyan. Wala na po yun kasi ang mali-remember natin yung magaganda niyang ginawa para sa atin, para sa ibang tao, yung happiness na binigay po niya sa atin kahit panandalian lang. So kay Sir Sheldon, sabi ko nga sa kanya, next po ko ni Ma'am Jen na wala na siya. Ang una kong sinabi, no more pain. Sabi ko, be at rest, sabi ko gano'n. At pag may time ka, hanapin mo si Deputy, hanapin mo yung anak ko, pakisabi pa basta. Yun po yung ano po. At alam ko po na masaya siya. At alam ko din po na hindi niya papangarapin na malungkot kayo dahil sa pagkawala niya. dadaan siya sa table ko. Tapos, kamusta Jay? Jay, ganito, kailangan ko ng ano. Jay, mag-witness ka sa isang case. Laging ganun po. Tapos after ng case niya, pag sobrang pagod na pagod siya, dadaan pa din siya at magpupwentuhan pa rin po kami. So, dahil sa pandemic, hindi na po namin nagagawa yun. So, since hindi naman po siya mahilig mag-text talaga, o mag-cellphone, o may social media, minsan, ay hindi na din po kami madalas na mag-uusap. Pero yung last na nakita ko po siya is May this year, nung pumunta po ako sa bahay nila para magpa-pirma. Tapos nakita ko po siya na sabi ko, kasi mataba po siya, sabi ko kaya niya lalabanan niya. Sabi ko kung gano'n. Tapos sabi niya sa akin, mag-iingat kayo dati. Yun po yung sabi niya sa akin. So yun po, Ma'am, Sir Sunny, Ma'am dyan sa family ko, sa mga kapatid, kakayanan niyo din po yun. Always lang po na isipin mo mga magagandang memories.
Good evening po sa lahat. Si Sheldon, I have nothing but bad memories of him. Nung elementary kami, I can recall very frugal yan, yung pencil niya. Ganyan nakaliit, ginagamit niya pa rin, hirap na hirap siya magsulat. Kaya masasabi ko na very frugal siya tao. Tapos, sabi ko rin na kasi pushover ako ng bata ko. Siya yung nagde-defend sa akin. Pag may nang-bully sa akin, gano'n. Kaya siguro nadala niya sa paglaki niya na the way he was brought up by Tito Sally and Tita Sylvia. Sorry, medyo emotional ako kasi ayun. Sorry, teka lang. Ayun. Pero masaya ako na kasi nag-high school kami, nagkahiwalay na kami. And then college, we lost touch of each other. Nung nag-work na ako, at saka siya, doon lang ulit kami nagkakausap through text or call sa Manila. And then happy ako nung pag-uwi ko rito, after a few years, na-reunite kami, na-rekindle yung relationship namin. Ayun, and parang walang nagbago. Ayun. Fun memories ko sa kanya, yung late night na naglalaro kami ng PlayStation, kumakain, ganyan. Yung favorite niya na capsule all-day breakfast. Kahit saan kami pupunta, yun ang unang hinahanap niya sa menu. Meron bang all-day breakfast dito, sabi niya. Tapos yun, happy na siya doon. Mababaw lang yung joy ni Sheldon eh. Madali siyang i-please, madali siyang patawanin. Ayan. Sheldon, to me, is more than just a friend. Ayun. More than just a brother din sa akin. Actually, kahit na hindi ganun katagal yung naging band namin. Ayun. Sabi nila, hindi naman masasabi na sa span of time na kasama mo yung tao, mami-measure yung pagiging genuine ng friendship nyo. Ayun. Na-prove ko yun kay Sheldon. Sheldon, kulang na kami sa PS. Ang dami pa natin gustong gawin, di ba? Pero despite that, happy ako na yung na-create mo sa amin, impact mo sa amin. Sobrang it will tumatak sa amin yung sa puso at isipan namin. And it will last more than a lifetime. We love you, Sheldon. Thank you.
Magandang gabi po sa atin lahat. Ang akin po ay alaala kayo po si Sheldon nung buhay pa siya. Nung nakasama ko siya sa City Prosecutor's Office, wala akong masabi sa kanya. Sobrang bait at mapagbigay sa office. Nung nagkasakit po siya nung first niya sa hospital, na may na-assign sa kanya ng kaso, dinadala ko po sa bahay nila. At aking dinadala, papirmahan ko, then kukunin ko kinabukasan sa bahay nila. Balik ko po sa opisina para maanoan yung kaso. Weekly po ako na may naka-assign sa kanya na kaso, dinadala ko sa bahay na nung nandun sila sa Bayan Hospital, dinadala po ko ni Sir Sani pa doon sa papapirma pa sa kanya doon. At pagbalik dito sa ilagan na, pupunin ko po sa bahay nila yung pinapapirma at then ibalik ko na naman sa office para maano yung hindi maano yung ano niya mapending po. Saka yung mga service record para sahod po siya, ipupunta ko din dun para hindi mapipending din yung pagsweldo niya. Yun lang po. Salamat.
Nangyayari talaga pag fiscal yung mga So ako yung kaibigan ni Sheldon. Elementary kami, magkaklase kami. Pero nung high school na, nagpunta ko siya sa Manila, nag-iwan kami dito. Nag-reunite lang kami pag meron kaming reunion na magka-batch ng elementary. So yung talmo kanina, yung Eulogy, yan kami sa kami fiscal caravan. Kami magkakasama lang ng apat. Ang tawagan namin Sheldon Tol kasi kapatid ko na Tol na yung tawagan namin. Lagi siya sa bahay pagkatapos niya sa work niya. Kabarong ko siya, dala-dala niya yung PlayStation niya, ito-text niya ako. Tol, okay lang ba? Naglaro tayo dyan. May ginagawa kasi. May ginagawa ka ba? Kasi ako po, farmer ako. Tuwing umaga lang mag-work. Paghapon na lang ako. Sa bahay na ako. So mag-text siya sa akin, maglalaro kami doon. Magdamag. Minsan, tol, wala yung katulong ko. Nag-aalaga akong bata. Hindi tol, okay lang tol. So, maglalaro kami. Buwat ko yung bata. Tol, naabot ko yung anak ko sa kanya. Okay lang sa kanya. Basta maglaro lang kami. Tapos pag dumating na yung misis ko, ang saya-saya na namin kasi may mag-aalaga na sa bata. Lalabas na kami. Kain na kami dun sa Tapsilagan. Doon kami lang kasi Tapsilag yung favorite ko. So, hindi pa kami uwi. Kumbaga, kasi ayaw niya nang nalilipasan siya ng muton kasi nahawakan niya yung ito, yung pala yung isa na sakit niya. Sabi ko hindi ko alam, pero hindi ko lang siguro ganyan ako pag nalilipasan. So, ganun. Kaya hindi ako pwede malipasan. So, bago kami, kung dumating ang asawa, kain kami, pabalik kami maglalaro. Tapos sila, ililibre niya ako. After na may ice cream siya, yung paborito niya lang, yung ice cream na may pamimagas namin. So, maglalaro kami ng gabi. Tapos, ini-enjoy niya yung buhay niya na hindi niya nagawa noon. Siguro, aral siya, aral. Parang may niya lang ini-enjoy yung laro ng PlayStation. Eh ako yung inuna ko namin, kaya hindi siya manalo sa akin. Kasi nagpapatayo na lang sila fiscal. Yan, susunod si fiscal. Kabarong silang dalawa. Nilalaro kami. Yun, ganun yung banding namin. So, parang noon tapos wala pang pandemya, naglalaro kami basketball. Saya namin, hindi namin nakalain yung galit. Minsan isip ko, hindi pa pala mangyayari yung ganito. Tapos nagkasakit na siya, bihira na siya punta sa bahay. Minsan, pupunta pa rin siya, sunduin mo ako tol, pasyal mo ako. Pasyal kami sa park, mainit doon. Okay lang, sasama pa rin siya sa akin. Susunduin ko siya, pagpintuhan kami dun sa ilog. Tol, coffee tayo, ayaw niya nang kumain kasi yung bawal movement niya, hindi na ganun okay. Basta magkwentuhan lang kami hanggang maghapon yan, tapos ibabalik ko siya. Ganun yung samahan naming dalawa. Tapos sabi ko, lagi siyang kailangan niya ng dugo. So every 3 months, nagbibigay ako ng dugo. So sabi ko, Tolkart, every 3 months talaga. Kuwaran ko ng dugo. Okay lang tol, mabuhay ka lang. Tapos yung bigay akong dugo, kailangan niya. Sabi ko dun sa unang ako ng 2 bag. Ayaw ng buti ayaw niya. Kasi baka nauna-action siya. Sa lahat ng nilagay sa kanya. Ako kasi ako yung pinaka pinagtatawa niya. Ako yata yung nakapatawang tropa niya na sabi ko kasi siyang pinapatawa. So, yung huli ng yun ba yun? Sa bahay nila. Isalbo ko siya. Tol, i-shave mo ko. Saan tayo tol? Dito lang sa kwarto mo. Hindi tol, ayaw ko doon tayo sa terrace kasi pala. Hindi, okay lang sabi ni mami. Naalala mo yung tita. Hindi na lang sa labas para hindi ko makalat. Hindi, okay lang. Nag-aaway pa sila. Tol, doon tayo sa labas. Sabi ko na ba? Nandun na kami sa labas. Nung sinishave ko siya, sabi niya, parang hindi ka. Parang hindi ko na kaya. Ako lagi kong sinasabi, kaya mo yan. Habang may buhay, may pagkakasa. Lagi kong sinasabi sa kanya. Tapos parang ma-divert ko yung attention mo, mga ganun. Sobrang yan. Sobrang emotional na iyak ko naman talaga siya pag-ibig. Joke lang naman ako. Patawarin ko siya. Tingnan ko ako na ang ginawa ko. Natatawa siya na naiiyak. Siguro natatawa siya kasi sa joke ko. Naiiyak siya. Kasi namiss niya yung ganun eksena. Kasi ang dami ng eksena ng Sheldon eh. Pila Gerard na physical talagang lagi ko nang kasama. Kaya doon pala, sabi ko man, paano ako nagpawin ng kaibigan sa'yo? Tumawan siya naman sa huli. Pag nasural ako, nakakatapak ko. Yun lang.
Hello po, good evening. Ako po si Tis, kasama ko po si Fiscal Sheldon sa office. Actually, yung shift ko namin si Fiscal Universales, hindi ko kasi makakarating today. So, nagpadala ko siya ng message actually for Sheldon. And I would like to read it to everyone. It's actually a message for Sheldon. He said, to one of the youngest assistant city prosecutors in the city of Ilagan, one of the best and brightest, dedicated, and principled public servants, it is with great sadness and regret that we, your office, the office of the City Prosecutor of Ilagan, bid you goodbye. As they say, you may be gone, but because of who you were and what you did, you will never ever be forgotten. You will continue to live forever in our hearts and minds. Thank you so much for the memories, the friendship, the service to our countrymen, but most of all, thank you for making this world a better place for all of us. We love you so much, our Fiscal Sheldon. Ako po, or me naman, certain na lang din ako kasi ko. Si Sheldon po kasi, supposedly, dapat, kasi parehas kami taga-Ilagan, kunti lang naman kami Ilagan prosecutors talaga. So, when we arrived in 2017, I arrived first in 2016. And then, doon ko nalaman, magkapit-bahay pala kami. Kasi literally, stone's throw, okay? Nakikita mo yung bahay namin sa kanya kasi lalakad, tatawid ka lang talaga. So, yung reaction namin is, bakit hindi tayo nagkakilala before? Taga-Ilagan tayong parehas. Tapos, we were both of the same age. So, apparently, parehas kasi kami umalis ng high school. So, hindi kami nagkakilala. Hindi nagkakilala. But then, since kami yung taga-ilagan talagang parehas, kami yung parang partners in the office. Kasi, yung inquest namin, syempre dahil kami yung botong ilagan, kami parehas yung tinatawag kung wala yung iba. So, kailangan may partner na to sign, to subscribe, ganyan. So, kami parehas. And then, siya po, very reliable siya and dependable to the point na kapag wala po ako, hindi ako pwede o hindi po ako, siya po talaga yung nire-request ko to appear on my behalf sa korte. Ang problem ko po, sa sobrang pait niya, hindi naman niya sinasabi sa akin na wala naman pala siya sa korte. So, ang gagawin niya is, yes, I will go there. Magbibigis pa pala siya, kahit wala siyang work that day, pupunta pa siya to the court. And then later on, malalaman ko na lang na wala naman pala siyang hearing that time. Tapos pumunta pa rin siya sa korte ko. Ina-expect ko na doon lang siya sa kapitbahay ng court. Dadaan lang doon sa korte ko. Kasi yung korte niya, branch 16 eh. As in, kapitbahay lang kami sa MTCC. Eh hindi. Kasi talagang magbibigis pa siya. Alis pa siya. Di ko alam kung paano siya nagpapaalam kay Jen. Nag-request ako. Na sinisip ko, ano kaya iniisip ni Jen? Baka inisipin niya, ano kung pinupuntahan nito? Kung may request ako, pupunta siya, di ba? Pero ganun kasi siya ka-dependable eh. Tapos yung sinabi ko ni Chief dun sa message niya na sobrang siyang dedicated and sobrang bait, sobrang straight. Actually, sobrang straight pinag-uusapan din namin niya ni Atty. Singson. Kasi pag alam niyo po, wala naman kaming bayad sa piskalya. Pero minsan may mga nagpapa-thank you din. Talagang hindi niya tatanggapin talaga yun. Kasi kahit buhay pa naman pa yan, kahit bibing ka, ganyan, isasoli niya talaga eh. Tapos minsan mag-usap kami ni Atty. Sally, nagkikisipan namin na, ano bang dapat gawin doon sa manok na yun? Dapat yata kinatay na lang natin, nakain pa natin, di ba? Parang hindi yung soli niya talaga. So sobrang, ganun siya ka-straight, sobrang, hindi talaga, yung, alam mo yun, yung dati kasi tingin sa mga prosecutors, fiscal. Pero dun sa mga new generations, I think talaga nakita rin naman sa kanya, sobrang straight na, hindi ko maniniwala, fiscal pa talaga, parang gano'n. Pero happy naman kami kasi kahit pa paano, lalo na sa city prosecutor's office, tingin ko naman wala namang nag-iisip na nagpapabayad kami. Huli, kasi hindi naman po talaga kami nagpapabayad. Pero dahil siya, binabalik talaga niya, talagang na-cement doon sa minds ng mga tao na huwag na kayo magbigay kasi makakahiya lang kayo. Babalik lang din naman yun. Tapos yung kanyang, kasi nung dumating siya, sabi nga ni Mr. Rosa, talagang hindi pa siya ganun kaalam kasi nagaling siya matagal sa clerk of court. So marami pa talaga siyang adjustments. Kaya ako kasi, medyo matagal na kasi kung prosecutor here, mga 10 years na ako. Pero magka-age kami. Nagkataon lang kasi na dumiretso ako sa DOJ, siya kasi nag-branch clerk of court. So, in a way, para akong naging mentor for him. Dahil pag may mga tanong siya, sa akin nagtatanong, ganyan. Pero marami rin naman ako natutunan sa kanya kasi siyempre may mga ideas din na hindi namin na-realize. At saka yung dedication niya talaga, hindi ko kayang gawin yung ginagawa niya. Pinupuntahan niya yung clients niya. I-interviewin niya, kausapin niya. Minsan hindi pa nga niya clients, tinutulungan na niya eh. Magkakaroon pa lang ng kaso. Minsan hindi pa nga nagkakakaso siya, kaya tagagawa ng kaso eh. Basta magawa niya yung service niya. So that's how he is. That's how he is. Sobrang dedicated to the point na parang minsan gusto mo na sakalin na, uy, over na yan na, hindi na tama yan. Pero wala eh. Ano ba yung tama, di ba? What is right for a person? Kasi gusto niya, syempre, tumutulong siya sa tao. Di ba, okay. Sige, sabi mo, pag-bigyan na. Tapos nung first time na nandito ako, hindi pa kasi ako nagda-drive doon. So talagang nakikisakay lang ako sa kanya. Minsan pag sa court, ganyan. So talagang hopefully, wala namang iniisip naman sa amin kasi wala naman talaga. Talagang mapait kasi sobrang harmless nga na tingin namin sa kanya. Parang nahiya ka, parang nahiya ng hawakan ka pa eh. Ganun talaga siya. Sobrang bait lang talaga. Parang siyang baby brother in a way. Kasi napaka-sweet. Tapos, nung nag-text niya ako sa kanya, we was already sick. Kinumusta namin siya. Actually, ang text niya, yung ending kami pa rin eh. Sabi niya, kumusta na kayo dyan? Mag-ingat kayo, take care, God bless you. Always, isip ko, ikaw na nga itong nasasaktan, kami pa rin ang iniisip mo, di ba? Hindi naman namin alam kung ano yung pain mo eh. Dahil, alam ko na napakahirap ng cancer pain kasi hindi naman siya nagre-reklamo eh. Nakasakit na pala nung time na nagsaswab test kami last year. masakit na pala, hindi naman siya nagsasalita. So, kung nagre-reklamo na siya, di ba how painful is that? Pero instead of thinking about himself, kami pa rin ang inisip niya, kumusta kayo dyan? Take care, God bless you always. Diba gano'n? Sobrang, nung nalaman, kaya man nalaman kung wala na siya, parang hindi namin accept. Kasi, matagal din namin siya hindi nakita eh. Pero, bakit yung mga mababait, sabi na parang nauuna? Bakit kinukuha siya kaagad? Pero inisip ko na lang din siguro talaga kasi meron tapos na yung mission niya siguro or siguro talaga masyado kung siya mabait. Gusto na siya ligat na kasama. Ganun po. And mga condolence po, sir. Condolence, sir. Alam niyo po kasi family close naman po kami kahit 17 years. Condolence din po kami nagkasama. Sana lahat tayo maging magaling
Mabuting tao, wala na po tayong magagawa kasi nangyari na nga po. I-cherish na lang po natin siguro yung memories na iniwan ni Kuya Sheldon. Dahil siya yung nagbuklod sa amin magpipinisan. Yun po yung nangyari talaga, nung simula umuwi siya. Tapos naging buo po yung ano namin. Magpipinisan. Pasensya na po talaga kasi he was very close to us. Talaga. Pag-uwi ko po kasi dito, si Sheldon po yung nag-guide sa amin. Kasi bagito po kami, bagitong lawyers po kami. So, naintindihan niya kung gaano kahirap magsimula. Sabi niya, ating ganito, gusto mo ng extra income, magturo tayo sa sige, mag-apply ka, pagtsaga mo yung sahod. Sabi, parang hindi ko binili si Sheldon eh. So, hindi ko matagal. I'm sorry. Tuloy-tuloy po yung tulong niya kahit after ko nung teaching, tuloy pati po yung case preparation ko. Tinatanong ko sa kanya, ano pong gagawin dito? Paano po yung gagawin dito? Lahat po talaga pinaprovide niya. Talaga po kahit busy siya, sa surveys ko, hating gabi. Pupunta ako sa kwarto nila niya ato siya. Ay, kita. Talaga wala. Talagang selfless po si Sheldon. Kaya, hindi ko kami na nakikiramay sa pamilya. Thank you po.
Good evening to everybody. Actually, when Jen asked me this morning to prepare for a eulogy for my son, sabi ko nga, Jen, I am not in a position now. Sabi ko nga. So, I just requested my wife that instead of me delivering a eulogy for my son, he will just be the one to deliver that eulogy. But may I take this opportunity? Where is Fiscal Tina? Malas na.
May question.
I see Fiscal Rose, Fiscal Beatrice, TJ, Rudy. I would like to extend the gratitude of my family. Napakabait niyo lang. I know you personally. I am a practicing lawyer and I know you all. You have helped us a lot. I know how hard it is. Like what Director here have said, napakahirap. We have always been asking, sabi ko, Lord, why did this happen? Sabi ko, actually, I have 3 sons. Mabait naman sila lahat ito mga anak ko. They are all good, 3 boys. Sheldon is the second boy in the family. But being the second boy, I do not know why he is the most, sabi ko sa inyo, the most, yung sinasabi ko, the most, nasa kanya na lahat. He loves us so much. He cares for his parents so much. He cares for his brother so much. Mahal na mahal niya. Itong pamangkin ko nandito si Sideway. My granddaughter. Laging sinasabi niya, yan. Ang tawag niya, he calls Sheldon tatay. Tatay ang tawag nitong granddaughter ko. Kasi they have a very close relationship. And Sheldon has always been telling him, here I should say, I will be sending you to school. I want you to become a lawyer just like me. I will handle all the expenses. Yan ang laging sinasabi niya dito sa pamangkin niya. Kaya ang sabi ko, paano na ngayon? Wala na ang Tito Sheldon. So masakit talaga. It really pains us so much. Masakit sa kalooban. Masakit talaga yan. Kasi sino nag-mention ba si Director? Di ba the normal way of life is for the parents to go ahead before any of the children. Napakasakit kasi ikaw na magulang ang maglilibing sa anak mo. Yun ang napakasakit. But I have to be strong. Kahit nasa nakikita ng ang wife ko si Sylvia, siguro kuminsan parang sabi niya siguro na parang wala. But I have to pretend that I'm strong. Otherwise, kung hindi ko ipapakita na magpala ko, baka makuha ng pamilya ko. Kasi I am also apprehensive. I know my wife. If I show some goodness sa ganitong situation, baka lalo siyang kwan. Lalo hindi na siya. Ang apprehension ko niya, baka magkasakit. Because I know the condition. So, pinapakita ko na malakas ko. But deep inside, I am suffering. I am also in pain. Yan, masama talaga. But today, probably tonight, talagang siguro sinagot ng Panginoon Diyos. God answered my question. When Father Peter Simangan came here and said a prayer, I was enlightened nung sinabi niya yun, nagsalita siya. And again, when Pastor came over, parang similar, the same. Sabi ko nga, thank you Lord. Thank you Lord. Finally, sabi ko nga, in-enlighten mo. At kung na-enlighten mo ako, parang magre-rebelde ka, deep inside. Parang sabi ko, why Lord? Why did you do this to us? Why? What have we done? If we have committed sins in the past, please forgive us. And don't take this against our children. Yun ang sinasabi, patawarin mo kami, Lord, kung ano man ang mga kasalanan namin na nagawa bilang isang puso. Finally, God gave me the answer. But before I end, I have to thank so many people around. Cholo, you are a friend. See, Alice, I know how you are supportive of Sheldon when he was hospitalized, when he got sick. Nakita ko kung paano ko. You were a true friend. Huh? Si Jerry Boy, sorry Jerry Boy, I forgot. Nandiyan pa. Sorry Jerry Boy. Kayo, nakita ko kayo. You were very supportive of him. You were very helpful sa kanya. Talagang pinapalakas niya. Saludo ako sa inyo at nagpapasalamat ako sa inyo. Kayo rin, Director, Leia, I'm very thankful to all of you. Maraming salamat. So, sabi ko, gaya ng sinabi ko, it was my wife who prepared the eulogy to our son. Thank you.
I prepared something earlier because I do not want to miss out on anything. Good evening, everyone. I thank all of you for coming over to share in our grief for our loss. And most of all, to pay tribute and love and respect for our dear Sheldon. As proud as I am of Sheldon's career achievements, it doesn't come close to how proud I am of him as a person and how he has lived his life. Allow me to share a little glimpse of how an amazing person he was. Although many of those whose lives he has touched have had the opportunity to experience it firsthand. Sheldon and me have shared a very special relationship. He was always my ally, my protector, who always had my back, my partner in crimes, my soulmate. He was a proud mama's boy, who at the opening of every class he meets at St. Ferdinand College would lecture to his students the first rule to adhere in order to live a happy and fulfilled life is to follow the advice of your mothers. If he has any former students here, maybe they can attest to this. Sheldon wanted to become a priest, but due to my insistence, he entered law school. I could still recall during his first year how he struggled coming home in tears, telling me his disgust because he studied for 8 hours only to be told to sit down in just 5 minutes of recitation. At times, when he would like to give up, I would always encourage him to go on, and sometimes threaten to cut off all his privileges just so he would not stop. And for always, he will give in to my wishes. He was my all-time obedient son. But I remember so well the morning after he passed the bar exams. He came to my room, hugged me and said, "Thank you, Ma, for not giving up on me." My happiness was always first and foremost to Sheldon. When he got his first salary as a branch clerk in an RTC court in Marikina, he took over the payment of our utility bills in Manila. It was his joy to treat me out on food trips. And during their wedding, he footed all the bills by himself and did not ask even a single penny from us, his parents. And so we came just like any other guest. Then only after 3 months after his wedding, he gifted me with a car. During our birthdays, his dad's and mine, he would always gift us with trips abroad, staying in 5-star hotels, because he would always say, "Only the best for mommy." The last gifts he gave us was big smart TVs, one each for his dad and me in Manila, and 2 cell phones for his dad. I could go on, and there were so many that I could no longer count them all. His generosity extends to so many others, from our driver, house helpers, relatives, clients, especially the lonely ones. Whoever they may be, as long as he can, he will always be there for them. He would spend his birthdays feeding the children at the Lingap Center, and even giving them hygiene kits. That was my Sheldon, our Sheldon. In his more than 2 months stay in the hospital, every time he would feel a little better, he would call me up at night time and we would talk for 2 hours with Sybil, his favorite niece, whom he treats as his own daughter and whom he loves so much. To deviate him from the pains he feels, one time I thought of asking him some slum book questions. It was to amuse him, entertain him, but on my part, it was self-serving because I wanted to rediscover more of him. I asked, "Where are you most happy?" And then he answered, "Inside the court, because I feel like Superman with a cape when I defend clients." He loved his work. Being a prosecutor, it was a dream job for Sheldon, and he was most happy being one, really passionate of his profession. And then one time, I asked, "Who was your greatest love?" And he answered, with due respect to Jen, "Mommy." And then I followed up with, "What's your song for Mommy?" And right away he said, "The wind beneath my wings." How could I not be so touched with all this declaration of love? And the most important revelation to me is when I asked him, "What's your motto?" And he said, "I am third, God is first, others second." That hit me so hard. Oh, my Sheldon, he was always selfless, always putting himself last. And that's the story behind this tarpaulin over here, with the inscription of his motto that I want to share to all of you. I am so proud of my son. Don, anak ko, I thought holding these funeral services was the most difficult thing I would do. No mother should ever have to bury her child. But I am wrong. Facing life without your smile and hugs, I know would even be harder. You are one of my greatest blessings in my life. Thank you for the honor of being called your mom. I love you very much, anak ko. You will always be my pride and joy. I will miss you beyond words. Ang sakit. Until we see, hug, and kiss each other again. And just like how we always end up our nightly phone calls, phone conversations, yakap na mahigpit, anak ko. And I could still hear you saying back, "Ako din, Ma."
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. First of all, would like to thank you all for coming here tonight to pay your respects to my tito, to my tata. Tito and I are very close. As Mommy Love said and as Lola said, we had a very special relationship. I was much closer to him than to my own father, my biological father. Indeed, it is very ironic. We became even closer. So, we decided that he would call me Anak and I would call him Tata. Tata and I had a lot in common. From singing, to eating, to binge watching, to joking and laughing, to just having a deep conversation, and not to forget our favorite bonding activity, slam booking. Ever since I was little, I was already very attached to him. Back then, he would bring me with him to wherever he went. He also loved treating me, especially after fetching me from school. Whenever I saw my tito's car in school, he would fetch me. Nakasuot siya ng barong. So when I would come down, walking with my backpack, so heavy, full of books, at nakita ko siya, I would feel so proud. Yung tatay ko, is carried. At for me, my idol, my role model, my mentor. In fact, yung mga kaklase kong mga lalaki, takot na takot sa kanya, tinalapitan niya na ako. They felt threatened pag tinignan na sila ni Tito. Tito would make eye contact to them. Parang, tumayo sana ako, kung sa lalapitan. He was very protective of me. So he hated seeing boys. Yung mga best friend kong boys, he hated them talaga when they were with me. He really loved spoiling me. I was very spoiled by my tatay. In fact, if you still didn't know, he started supporting my education since 4th grade. With that being said, I barely had friends in school, except those who went to the room. I barely had someone I could talk to about my insights, feelings, true emotions, and problems deep inside. Back then, I always felt pressured to be the best, to be the top. No one in school matched my personality. No one, no matter who I talked to, no one could relate. No one could properly advise me. No one. But Tito, my tatay, became my bestest friend. He showed me how enjoyable and beautiful life is. He changed my perspective of the world. And for some reason, I became more open to him. Instead of feeling the usual confused, lonely, anxious, and afraid, I felt happy, genuinely happy, very, very happy and euphoric that someone, finally someone, could comfort me and mentor me, especially regarding serious matters. Tatay has always treated me as his own, and I will forever be grateful for it and cherish it inside my heart. It was only then that I realized that a father's love will always be special to his child. In my case, unique and special. Quiet but profound. I wish I could list all the good things Tito has done to me, but it's just a lot. A zillion probably. Too much to list. If I were to describe my situation before, it was as if I was thrown into an abyss. I felt incomplete and insecure. I felt ugly and useless. But as the Korean phrase goes, 나는 meaning, I will take care of you. He was the very first person to hold out his hand in order to help me. He made me feel loved and protected. And then I realized, if I was a puzzle, and there was always something that was missing, something I needed, Tito was the missing piece. That I was. He was all I needed, along with his advices and wisdom to make me feel complete and ever ready to face the world. He is my Superman with a beautiful heart, blessed with deep faith in the Lord and crowned with humility. I, honestly, have never loved anyone, not any of my family members, not even myself, as much as I have loved him. I feel, when I heard Tito Don passed, I felt very heartbroken. I felt like the missing piece Tito Don has finally given back to me. It was chipped off a little. He probably took a small piece with him, a small piece of me with him on heaven. I felt something inside me die that day. Because I love him so much. Mahal na mahal ko po yung tatay ko. More than you could ever imagine. But as the song I dedicate to him goes, you are the only exception. I love Tatay most ardently. So I'll end my speech with a simple sentence I tell him every time we're about to end our night call. I love you, Tatay. I love you to eternity, Tito. Thank you.
Good evening everyone. Maraming salamat po sa pagpunta. Pakikiraman po sa aming lahat. Ang pamilya. I did not only lose a brother, I also lost my best friend. Growing up, Kuya Sheldon and I always shared common interests. From our favorite teams in basketball, iconic shoes, video games, and the study of law. I remember Kuya Don and I would drive to Batangas for a road trip. We'd play computer games until midnight. Would watch our favorite Disney movies by ourselves. And whenever I would cook food for him late at night, he would always say he liked it very much. Kuya Don was a simple man, and he would always find joy in the little things we shared. I love him, and he reciprocates his love to me 1,000-fold. We were not only brothers, we were also the best of friends. I have always looked up to Kuya Don for as long as I can remember. He always looked after me and my welfare. His gentleness, generosity, and big heart to help others are truly admirable. And I would always try to pick up his ways because he inspires me to be the kind of person that he is. He was the kindest person you'd ever meet. He was a very responsible and loving son to my parents. A dependable brother to me, Kuya Sherwin and Ate Belle. A supportive uncle to Bill and Santino. A caring person to his family, friends, and colleagues. A devoted public servant in his office, and most especially, a dedicated husband to his wife at the gym. Kuya Don, I love you beyond measure, and I will always remember you when living through your examples. Mahal naman kita, Kuya. Please watch over us.
I was thinking of preparing something, but I will go back to what I posted on my Facebook. Those were my thoughts immediately. I just spoke around that king of talk. In a way, the acceptance na ako, I said, how I wish I could tell Sheldon, hindi tayo mo tol, bakit umalis ka na? Bakit mo kami iniwan? But I said I can't, I won't, because he needs to rest. Kawawa naman siya. It would be too selfish to ask for him to endure any more pain. So, well, actually, the onset of his battle, we were the ones who were giving him strength to fight. Kaya mo yan, tol. Kaya mo yan, tol. But last few calls, humahabol-gol na siya. Hindi ko na kaya, tol. It was really painful on my part to still say, kaya mo yan. Huwag kang susuko. Pero ang hirap, ang sakit. Parang pinapahirapan pa siya. Kaya naman, in a way, gusto kong sabihin sana na, okay tol, kung ayaw mo na. Pero in a way, inisip naman namin, kaya pa, sayang. Labanan mo pa.
in the last few weeks, naisip ko naman maybe it's time to let him rest. Me and Sheldon go long way back. As long as I can remember, maliliit pa lang kami. Our families are very close friends. So, pag may family gatherings, magkasama kami. Ang Philippines families, pag merong reunions yan, magkasama kami. I remember, pag may, halimbawa, may activity o may game like Easter egg hunt, automatic na yan, without any communication between us. Alam namin, tag team kami. Pwede naman sana mag-isa lang maghahanap ng kanya-kanyang egg niya o prize niya, pero hindi. Automatic na yan, dalawa tayo. Hanapin natin yan, tulungan tayo. Kung unang prize, hati tayo. Ganon kami. And, in fact, I don't know if he told any of his family of this. When we were small, we were having a picnic at the river. Muntik na kami malunod. Meron kaming sinakyan na salbagita, rushing to speeding rapids. Alam namin, safe kami kasi may salbagita kami. Dalawa kami nakasakay sa salbagita. And when we reached the bottom, malalim pala. Lumubog kami dalawa doon. Pero siguro sa lakas din naman ng rapids, umurong din kami banda doon. Hindi kami, nakaahon din kami. We were very excited about that. Happy kami. We never told anyone about it. Probably because takot din kami mapagalitan. But we shared that experience. And we were just very, parang may some kind of rush. Nararamdaman namin po ganun. But we never talked about that incident after anymore. We had similar career paths. Pareho kaming nag-law. We never really treated each other as competitors or race participants. Oh, bakit nauna ka? He was genuinely happy for any of my achievements or whatever. It's something that I am proud to have. Alam ng lahat yan, napaka-selfless ng tao. He is genuinely happy for you. Walang inggit sa katawan ng tao niya. Ang bait niya. Well, sabi ko nga, may mga ibang tao dyan, kaibigan mo nga. Pero deep inside, may judgment. Sasabihin, i-misinterpret pa kung ano yung pinagmamalaki mo. But he would always say na, I'm very happy for you. He will never talk bad about anyone. Kahit ako, halimbawa, meron akong nireklamo sa kanyang tao or na naiinis ako. Pero siya, may kinig lang siya. Pero he will never talk bad about that person even. Pero he was also a very good defender if needed be. Bata pa lang kami din, yung sabi nga ni Jerry Boy kanina. He was really a protector from the group. Handa niya kami pagtanggol kung alam niyang tama kami at alam niyang magrabyado kami. Hanggang sa pagtanda, ganyan siya. Share ko lang din yung mga, sayang wala kasing mga ibang lawyers dito. They were sending me messages din. Lalo na yung mga PAW lawyers na nakatandem niya. They had only good words to say about Sheldon. He was a very competitive lawyer, a practitioner, a litigator. But he was not disrespectful. He is not the type of lawyer who is very combative na tipong babastusin ang kabila. He would do it in a respectful and orderly manner, and he would win cases by that. Civilly, with respect. Marunong din siya makipag-give and take. I don't see any lawyer who will say anything bad about him as a practitioner. Even the staff, they would see him, he would readily greet them, smile at them. He's very respectful. So Sheldon, alam ko, you're in a better place right now. Huwag kang mag-alala. Nandito lang kami para sa family mo. Nandito lang kami para kay Jen. We will never forget you. May-miss namin ang ating mga banding. Ganun nga, kwento nga namin ni Jerry Boy at sa kaming Aris. Ang banding namin actually, PlayStation tayo. Kasi, napaka-straight na tao to, hindi umiinom. Walang bisyo, hindi naninigarilyo. Lapagan mo nga ng baso ng alak yan, hindi niya gagalawin, hindi niya papansinin. Nakakabilib ang willpower niya. But, ang regret ko lang siguro, we were very close, no? But siguro nga dahil he is a bit of a night owl, mas mahilig siyang mag-stay up late at night. While ako, more of homebody, ayoko yung masyadong labas sa gabi, lalo sa gabi. Kaya minsan, gusto pa niyang lumabas sa gabi or mag-stay up late at night. Pero ako, mas gusto ko na sa bahay. I wish I would have spent more time with him, lalo na sa mga past few weeks, days of his life. Bye, Sheldon. See you again. Kamag-alala. You will always be in our hearts.
Good evening po. Si Sheldon po ay nakilala ko sa nung bata siya dahil sister ko po si Carol Marquez, kapit-bahay po ng asaswan sa asaswan niya. So, lumaki po ako with Sheldon, si Emma, at naging kalaro po kasi ni Sheldon yung mga pamangkin ko na alaga ko. Tapos si Charlotte po ay estudyante ko po sa noong high school hanggang college po with Fidel. Dahil kilala ko po sila, si Tita F, si Ate Emma, parang sabi ko po ang lapit lang na naman ng Monte Claros. Dahil si Ate Emma ay nakikita ko sa Osmeña. So, habang lumalaki po sila Carla, sila po at mga anak ko ni ate ko, ay nagiging close po yung ate Chet po ang tawag ni Sheldon. Mahabang panahon, hindi po kami nagkita. Yung pala, hinahanap ko siya, akala ko sa National High School. Yung pala sa Manila siya nagyari. So, naging pinipin ko sa Sheldon, nasa Manila si Sheldon. Nung ito na, dumating na siya, nagulat ako ay na pala si Sheldon. Then, si Ma'am Chen ay dumating sa pili ng St. Ferdinand College. At sabi nila, Ma'am Chen, may Singson na nag-apply. Sabi ko, sino kaya? So parang naging happy yung puso ko dahil sino kaya Singson? Kilala ko kaya sila? Kasi sila sa akin lang ang close namin. Tapos, nung pumunta si Ma'am Chen, pakilala siya kay Jenny Singson. Tapos sabi ko, nahiya ako one time sa kanya kasi syempre galing sa kanila. Pero sabi ko, kung hindi ko lalapitan to, wala siyang magiging kasama dito. Parang ako lang, kasi kilala ko yung Singson. Ako lang magiging friend niya. For the same, hindi ko naman alam si Sheldon ang asawa niya. Then, what's your husband? Sabi ko, Sheldon, sabi. Hindi niya sinabi attorney. Sheldon Singson. Si Sheldon? Eh, parang, nagulat ako, si Sheldon talaga? Sabi ko, ang tagal kung hindi nakita ang bata niya. Yes, ma'am, chef. No problem, sabi niya. One time, invite ko si Sheldon. And you meet Sheldon. Nung nasa loob na, nakakaya. Kasi lolokohin na ako, namaliit pa rin ako. At ganyan malaki na siya. Tapos sabi, ano ka ba? Sabi niya, ma'am, Jen. Mahilig naman ako sa'yo. Ano ka naman siya? Hindi, sabi niya. Tapos, one time, yung sinatid nila si Cyril, maliit na siya. Pumunta sila sa school with Sheldon, no? Then, sabi niya, Sheldon, this is Ma'am Chef, sabi niya. Tapos niya, ay, parang, nga po, kilala kita, gano'n niya. Tapos, pwede ko na, yung parang, ate, ate, take care of him. Tapos sabi ko, okay, don't worry. Ako naman dito. Hindi rin ako namimili ng tao. Tapos parang naging, parang naging, parang kampante siya na Jerry's Big With Me. Tapos pag nagpupuntahan kami, ate, sino mga friends mo? Si Doctor, si Richie. Oo, talaga. Hanggang dumating ang, lagi kami may session, tapos anong party, with Ma'am Jen, sabi niya, pakti namin sa faculty room, magdadala siya ng cake. At nakalagay doon from the past department from Sheldon and friends. At nung 45 years old, akong 45 years old, last year, 2 years ago, 2019. Parang first time kong nag-birthday sa school for my 20-something dekadang nagtuturo. Dahil, nagpadala si Sheldon ng cake at nandun ay happy birthday, Ma'am Che, from Jen and Sheldon. Wala akong magawa, kundi maganda. Na-pressure ako kasi nahiya ako naman sa pinadala ng cake. Tapos, Christmas na padala siya ng sila ng mga chocolates. I-share ko sa iba. Kasi alam ko, gusto niyo mag-share. Hanggang, siguro mga 2 years na, nagsama kami. Pagkwentuhan, pero hanggang sabi niya, pag may party kasi sa Saint, pupunta kami ulit sa bahay. Pero nahiya ko sa kanya, invite ko siya kasi hindi ko bahay yung titiran namin. Bahay ng mother-in-law ko, sa Kalamagi. Kay Mama Linda Pailoga. Sabi ni Ma'am Jen, Ma'am Jen, tawagin mo si Sheldon, ha? Pero nakakaya eh. Sabi ko, ano ko ba? Sabi ko, nakakaya po sa mga kayo. Tapos pumunta siya, naka-Amerikano na nakabaro ng blue. Nahiya ako sa kanya kung saan uupo. Dahil gusto niya, simple, kasi mahangin. So, meron kami garden. Yun ang favorite place niya. O pumunta na sa house. Kahit hindi kami lang nakikita, pag si Ma'am Jen na sa school, alam kong gusto siya kong sa-school. Kasi gusto siya magsimba. Lagi, nakikita ko sila magsimba. Hanggang naging kasama namin sila. 2 years ago, 2019 ulit, birthday ni Doc Den. Hindi pa na birthday pala. May time na, sorry. May time gusto niya mag-dinner. Pero nahiya siya na wala silang kasama with Ma'am Jen. Pero na-surprise ako, sabi ko sa dami ng tao sa scene. Ako pa yung gusto niyang kasama. Totoo ba? Sorry ba Ma'am Jen? Or nahiya lang siya. Kasi, pinagluluto ko siya ng bangus. Ano yun? yung bang service. At pag may tira, binabalukan ko siya. Ma'am Jen, this is for Sheldon. Ang bigan. So, alam ko kasi gusto na yun. Sabi ko, gusto na. Hanggang, sinundo niya ako sa bahay. Pinag-iya ako kasi si attorney, si fiscal, susunduin ako. Sabi ko sa kanila, magkakachinelas ako. No, okay lang. Sinundo niya ako sa house. Kumain kami. Gulat ako, ang dami ng luto, ay dami ng pinaluto. Sheldon, konti lang kinakain namin. Dito ko nilok them. Doon sila nilok them. Paano yung kinakain? Sabi ko, bakit ang dami? Tama lang po. No, kainin na lahat yan. Ewan ko kung sino bubo. Siya rin nata. Siya rin nata ang bubos doon sa in-order namin. At ang pinakamasayang at hindi ko makakalimutan ay nung malapit ng birthday ni Doc Den. Noong September 13, September 13, umuulan. Pumunta na sa house. At sabi niya, Nandiyan, samahan mo kami. Saan? Sa dami ni Doc Den. At iyon ang pinakahuli na nag-usap kami, nag-friend-pohan. Matawa siya. Nire-record na lahat na nakaupo siya sa gitna. Na parang kami yung mga listen. Talagang good listener kami. Hanggang gusto niya lang mapatuloy sa namin siya. Nung na-hospital siya, at pandemic, nagulat siya ang kanyang media dahil meron siyang nararamdaman niya. Pero hindi pa sila nag-check up. Nagkasakit kasi si Sheldon. At nagpa-activity ako sa scene ng linggo ng Mika. Nahiya ako sa kanyang invite siya. At itreat siya ng burger sa SA. Kasi nakasukat ulit siya. Alam mo yung talaga nakagalit siya. Pero hindi ako sa kanya, sabi ko, para naman akong Jega. Para naman akong Jega ni Sheldon. Sheldon, doon ka ako at dito ako. Bakit mag-direct sabi niya? Gano'n na. Kasi si Sheldon, konting salita mo na siyang tawa. May nakikita niya ako, tumatawa na yan. Kahit pinata ko kay Sheldon, sabi hindi ko nagbabago. Hanggang sabi niya, Ma'am Jess, samahan mo kami. Sabi ko, bakit ako papasama yun? Sabi, pwede doon akong buwin na. Ante, samahan mo kami sa hospital. Nandun si brother ko. Sino? Magulat na naman ako. Si Sheldon. Okay, mag-take out tayo ng burger. Wag na, hindi. Block out po, sabi. Punta kami doon. Pero ako naglalakad kami, sabi ko. Pero mahilig siyang imakak. Kasi si Sheldon nakaudok. Mahilig siyang wala na makbay. Pero wala lang sa kanya eh. Kasi little, siguro ate-ate niya kasi ako. So, apply siya. Tapos vlogger na siya. Ako naglalakad kami. SA from SA to Brilliant. At sabi sa akin, hindi ko matanggap na roti kasi utoy. Strong. Pag nagkalas pinto ko, at magsasabi. Kasi kung pasok ka doon at mag-iyak dito, hindi mo kakalaman. Okay. Baka ka yung access ka rin. Relax ka siya. Hanggang nakita niya. Hanggang umalis na kami, may natinanong niya ako. Lately na, nung sinabi niyo sa akin na ito na, yung 31. Yung 31. Kasi ako naman, basta sa Lord. Si Sheldon habang nasa pain, long prolonged life for family search. Kasi gusto lang tumulong. Inisip ko paano itong dalawa. Joke lang. Inisip ko, paano ka na sila. Paano na sila. Sinisipin. At doon noong one, ako lang ang hindi nakakaalam sa department natin. ng mga messages. Kasi baka magbibig ako kung ano yung nalalaman ko. Kasi iyakin ako. Hanggang nakita ko yung post ni Miss Jen na yung anak ni Sheldon na pagpunta rin sa ramo. Hanggang sumakit ang ulo ko. Hindi ako nakaiyak. Sabi ni Madam Riza, kasi sumakit ang ulo ko, sumakit ang mata ko. Kasi hindi ko ma-explain. No? Pero sabi ko, Sheldon, trust ko na. Kasi talagang ang bigat ng, sabi ko na Riza, uy, may klase ka sa before. Iiyak ko na. Iiyak ko na yan. Kasi may klase ka pa. Sabi ko, hindi ko maiyak eh. Hindi ko mailabas kasi nagtatanong pa ako, bakit? Parang ganun. Kasi gusto kami sana nandiyan kami Miss Chen sa hospital na gumagabay din sila. Pero dahil pandemic, kailangan na kami ang pumasok sa school, hindi namin naiwan. Pero nasa prayer na rin naman si Sheldon. Hanggang gabi, hindi ako nakatulog. Bumabalik pas ako ng gabi ng 1. Kasi sabi ko, hindi makapunta kay Sheldon. Hindi siya pwedeng makita. Paano tayo makita ko siya? Ano tayo feeling ko? Kaya nung gabi, hindi ako nakatulog. Balikwas ko, nakikita ko siya na nakaupo doon sa garden na may beer. Mamaya, balikwas na naman ako, nakikita ko siya sa kubo namin na nakatayo, naka-smile. Yung masaya siya, nakikita kami, masaya. Nakikita, parang nagpa-flashback sa akin lahat mula nung dumating sa kasi. Nagtulog siya, kung gusto niya magtulog ulit. Sabi pa nga sa akin, Ma'am Che, pinapakang ka na sa sisi. Tapos sabi ko, grabe mo rin. Sana, ipag-pray mo Ma'am Che na magagamit kita. Tatagal ako sa servisyo. Sabi ko, ano ka ba? Kayang-kaya mo. Pero hindi namin kaya. Hindi natin siya. Kahit sa pag-practice, hindi ako naramdaman sa stila. Hindi kasi siya para sa akin. Pero pag kumakain yan, gumagal ko siya. Bakit? Sabi ko. Umahati. Parang umahati ang siya. May kasi ka ba? Sabi ko sa kanya. Bakit sa akin ng why? Wala. It's okay. Si Sheldon, napakasimple, no? Napakasimple. Tao, down to earth. Iniisip ko kaya si Ma'am Jen kasi sabi ko, baka iiyak na ako. Pero habang nakaupo ako, nagbabasa ako. At may ibibigay ako siya doon na dinupiligas kahit hindi niya marinig. Wala ka naman siya. Oo. Kahit hindi mo narinig siya, Sheldon, kahit hindi mo narinig ka sasabihin ko na ikaw ito. Kasi abang sabi ni Ma'am Jen, ay Sheldon, sabi ni Jen, Ma'am Jen, sabi ko, hindi na, naiyak na ako, pero sige, baka may nakapin ako ni Sheldon, at hinilayin na ako sana. Sabi ni Riza, i-text mo hindi, pero ayaw nung kamay ko magiging. At Sheldon, ito para sa'yo, sana ipatuloy mo kaming gabayan, may si Sheldon, wala na kayong mahal sila, ang family mo, ang friends mo, si Ma'am Jen, narinig ko, Sheldon, ang kwento ng buhay mo sa loob ng hospital with Ma'am Jen. Tamang mensahe nila, no? Till death do us part. narinig ko yung mga kanta mo sa video, ay totoong parang kahit na napaka 38 years, kahit 38 years lang ang nilagi mo dito sa mundo, kaya isang biyaya para sa lahat, isang karangalan na makilala ka namin. In God's eyes, children, everyone is beautiful, loving, and forgiving. In God's heart's love is everyone. In God's hands, everything is possible and promising. Sheldon, in God's time, the best for you will always be given. God is with you, Sheldon.
Ng mga friends ko, sis, huwag ka nang maiyak kasi yung asawa mo sa makabilang buhay, yung sa amin sa makabilang bahay. Because he really remained faithful to me until the end. Like, he really was focused. He was really true to the promise till death do us part. Magka-holding hands po kami when he gasped his last breath. Hinintay pa niya ako. He never gave me a difficult time at the hospital. Everything was so smooth and easy in the hospital. I really had the greatest joy in taking care of him. Kahit ang hina-hina niya na everyday po nakikita ko nag-deteriorate yung strength niya. Ang sakit po sa puso ko. Everyday na tinutusok siya, sisigaw siya, kasi ang sakit-sakit na. Tinutusok po siya dun sa parts na most painful kasi hindi na po pwede yung mga usual portions sa laman or sa skin kasi cancer patient po siya, very advanced stage, nagko-collapse na yung veins. Sisigaw siya, ang sakit for me na nakikita ko yun as a wife. Pero never siya nag-complain sa akin, so i-hug ko lang siya or titikit ko yung mata ko, tapos itikis ko lang yung forehead niya. Hoping na even a little that would relieve him a bit. And then, moving forward, September 1st, 5 a.m., we were still happy. Actually, we were always happy in the hospital. We never had any sad moment, we never cried. He always joked me to make me feel better. I don't know, basta he would just always joke around and we'll always eat our favorite food. And then 5 a.m., he said, "Jen, hold my hand." Sabi ko, why? And then he told me, "I'm scared." "Why are you scared?" I said. "Basta I'm scared, just hold my hand." And then I told him, "Okay, you pray many Hail Marys in your head." And then he goes, "Alam ko na yan, lagi mo na sinasabi yan." So I just said, "Remember during those times that we were dating, we're just in a car, we're always holding hands." And then he said, "Oh, I remember all. I remember all of that." So we were just holding hands. And then, after a while, he said, "Nahihirapan akong huminga." So I hurriedly got the pulse oximeter. Mineasure ko yung oxygen niya. It's 99, very normal. But then I called the nurses already para i-monitor siya. So I told him, "Can we sleep for a while first? Para may lakas ako para alagaan ka." And then he said, "Paano ka na?" Those were his last words na pala. Sabi niya, "Paano ka na?" And I had no idea. So I just smiled to him and I said, "Siyempre okay, kasama kita. See, we're holding hands pa nga eh." Ganyan. And then after a while, I said, okay, let's sleep for a while, ha? And then he released my hand. Then I went to my little couch beside his hospital bed. That was around 5:30 a.m. At 6:10 a.m., I was vaulted up my bed kasi ang ingay ng mga nurses, nagduduwag sila. Sir, sinishake na siya, napatayo ako kasi parang mag-break na yung mga yung mga shoulders niya kasi ginigising siya talaga ng mga nurses. Hindi na siya magising. But you know what I saw? I saw the most beautiful sight. I saw his face, very peaceful, eyes closed, the breathing never struggling, very normal. The last 2 or 3 gasps of air, he showed it to me. Ang ganda niya tingnan. And then there was the DNR form, do not resuscitate form. I closed my eyes. I said, it will be so selfish of me if I wouldn't sign it. Kasi ang ganda niya ng tingnan. Gusto ko man siyang makasama pa ng mas matagal. I'd rather that he'd be in peace, so matapos na yung sufferings. So I heard he signed the DNR form. Binigay ko sa nurse. And then, I smoothed his chest. So, again, I will recount my very, very words that day at the hospital. So I'll tell you, Sheldon, mahal ko. You rest in peace. I'll really be okay. I have your wonderful family with me, wonderful friends, very, very good friends, office mates. You have such a good legacy, and rest assured, you've done good to everyone, and I'm very pretty sure these people will continue the legacy. So you have a great time there with our Lord in paradise.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Jenna. If it's cancer, kaya-kaya ni Atty. Sheldon yan. Kung kaya niya nga tayong i-defend sa court, cancer pa kaya, di niya kayang talunin. He fought. He fought so hard. He fought so well, like a gallant lawyer in the courtroom. But when he got the signal that God is calling him, it was a calm and beautiful surrender. He knew that he's ready for God. And the brightest, the widest, and the most beautiful room in heaven is really reserved for him. Hearing at all of your eulogies, if I didn't know Prosecutor Sheldon, I will tell that eulogies are always lanterns of beautiful words, good words. But I know him. I know him as a lawyer because he defended us. We were his clients. I know him as a friend because beyond the courtroom, our relationship continues. I am a living witness of how true your words are to Prosecutor Sheldon. At this point in time, it is but fitting for us to please stand up and give honor to the life of a young man who dedicated his life in serving other people, in serving God. A good son, a good brother, a good friend, a loving husband. He is an epitome of someone who could approximate perfection. A very warm round of applause to Prosecutor Sheldon Singson. Louder. He deserves it. Louder. He deserves more. Give him the loudest clap, because that is what he deserves. He lived a good life. A very best life. He is forgiven to heaven. Strength for the family. May the soul of Sheldon rest in peace. God bless us.